Good evening, welcome to the Professor Maima Show. Hope you're okay wherever watching me from around the world. Please subscribe, share, and like this video. So now I want to talk. You are saying I want to talk about the American elections, isn't it? The American elections. So I want to say, first of all, I want to say that the American elections has many lessons for Africa. That's what I'm saying. USA elections, lessons for Kenya. USA elections, lessons for Kenya. What do I say so? First of all, people elected Donald Trump, MAGA, and then you find people in Africa here. So to say, some fools. They hate Trump. Not knowing that MAGA means you put your people first. Do you know that when Trump enters power, when he's sworn in January, he has already won power. When he's sworn in January, his first act will be to, apart from deporting the illegal immigrants who are criminals, first of all, number two, to be to cut taxes on people's, is it overtime, these tips that people earn in hotels, cutting people taxes on income, so many taxes. So that means, if you have to compare it in Kenya, it's as if your pay as you earn your income tax being reduced by even a small percentage. Then they're going to reduce it very heavily because he's going to get the money from drilling oil. America has a lot of oil. Meaning the inverse is that as America increases its oil production to pay its debt, it's in debt, it will mean there will be a lot of oil in the world and the prices will go down. Even here in Africa, there will be so much oil coming from America that for the OPEC nations, those are the people who produce oil, will also have to reduce will also have to increase their output to compete with America, because also it's like small, the higher the supply, the lower the demand, something like that. Because now there'll be enough in oil. The oil that we're using in Africa, there'll be enough. So the prices will come down. I say even in next year in March, I always predict on this channel of mine many things. I predict Trump will win. Last year, the ones who have been following me, it has happened. I predicted that Biden will not be the nominee. It has happened. So me, I'm predicting next year, March, the year 2025, oil in Kenya, my country, Kenya. Now it's above 100 shillings a dollar. It will reach even 80 something. It will be 88, 89. You'll be surprised. And that will mean our cost of living will go down and people will survive. That's why I'm saying Africans are very foolish. You're supporting Democrats who support high taxes, supporting wars that can lead to the destruction of the world, support the IMF being in our business, being told to promote things that are against our culture. But Trump, it will be about the American people. Once Trump leaves power, America will be so strong, so financially well off that they will be able to help the African countries, or third world countries as we call ourselves. So that's what I'm saying. USA elections, lessons for Africa. So when Trump won the election, what happened? His competitor, who was Kamala Harris, she conceded. Even the president thanked Trump and conceded. And then they go to prepare themselves for another race in future, the Democrats, because it's two-party systems, Democrats, Republicans. They exchange leadership over the years. Now, in Africa, there's no one who loses an election. Everywhere in Africa, no one loses an election. Everyone is a winner. Even the one who loses is a winner. They say they have won. The election was stolen. The one who has won, isn't it? But the one who has lost, they always say the election is stolen. So in Africa, no person loses an election. That's the fact. So you ask yourself, why go for elections if you are not going to have a winner and a loser? And the loser concedes, thanks the winner, and licks his wound and goes to prepare for the next fight. Nothing like that in Africa. Why? Because they're all selfish. American election is about ideology. Trump's ideology of the MAGA, You people who in Africa who are always supporting the Democrats who have lost touch. Young Gen Zs. Bill Clinton was a president in America. He's the husband of Hillary Clinton, the one who lost to Donald Trump in 2016. That's when the Democratic Party was the Democrat. The Democratic Party of Kennedy of the 60s, the Democratic Party of Clinton in the 90s, the Democratic Party of Barack Obama in the 2000s, early 2000s is dead. What we have is a celebrity cult that promotes crazy things. Yes, the Democratic Party now has become a celebrity cult. They say Trump, the Republicans, the Donald Trump cult. The Democratic Party is the cult of celebrities. Look at Kamala Harris when he was campaigning. What was she doing? She was using celebs because she cannot connect to the average man or woman who is working, who has to do 3 jobs to survive. She goes to a celeb like Beyonce, who has been, in terms of music, she's finished, but she's worth nearly $1 billion, something like that. Let me ask you, how do they expect the Democratic Party to win when it's causing up to people who don't know even the price of bread because they have hired everyone? These celebs have drivers, have house managers, have security. They don't know. They have personal assistants who buy grocery. So if you go to Beyonce's mansion, I'm sure you cannot miss anything. Vegetables are there. Everything, all the kinds of foods are there. She doesn't even know that there are people in America who would sleep hungry from the documentaries I've seen. You understand? That's why people in America say that let's go with Trump. He may be crazy, what, but he will make things best. We have known Trump from the early 2000s, from the time he was a movie star, reality TV. The one who started reality TVs that you watch. These days, watch, I don't know, series, reality. They're more like realities. You watch reality television, The Amazing Race, Survivor. It's Trump who started those reality things with The Apprentice. He's a person who is more of an actor. But behind him, look at the way you look at his cabinet this time. It will be the best. If in Africa they would choose a cabinet like that after an election, Africa will be very far because you're going to choose the best of the best to run the American economy. Here in Africa, someone enters power, chooses his village idiots. You give him a ministry for energy, another one for education. They have no idea because it's just your village mate and you got power. No merit. The day African leaders will do merit, Africa will be far. You give Professor Maima me. Give me the permanent secretary? Yes, call the permanent secretary for education. Within 2 years, would you have free education from nursery to university? I know what I'll do. We'll have teachers being paid well, lecturers. Anyone starting from playgroup going up, the salary will start with $1,000. How? Because of what I'll do, I'll get all this bursary funds, G fund, women fund for education, and tell the government all this money is going for teachers. All these taxes you get from people doing betting, teaching, goes to education. We want teachers, first of all, to be paid well. We want every student in Kenya to learn in a decent school that has public school, that has decent building, has a desk, has all the books, has a swimming pool. All public schools, they have a lot of land that people are grabbing. So if I find that a school had land and someone grabbed, we take it back within 1 year. And as we do that, we show the schools have enough buildings, proper sanitations. Some of these public primary schools, if you go to, you cannot even enter the toilets. You wonder how the learners even survive without getting diseases, diarrhea and all that. That's what I'm saying. You say election lessons for Kenya. They elected someone who has a good philosophy, ideology in case, that aligns to their needs. Not in Africa, vote according to tribes. Then you get a demagogue, a tribal chief, who has no idea to run a country. And then he staffs the government with his tribes people who know nothing. People know nothing. They cannot run ministries. That's why I'm saying USA elections, lessons for Kenya. Once someone gets power, Donald Trump has gotten power, they get professionals, people who have merit, people who can take the country to the next level. That's what we are talking about. Now, you cannot compare that to here in Africa, where once someone wins an election, wants to stack the government with sycophants, people who know nothing because they come from their own tribes or they're his friends. You understand? That's what I'm saying. USA elections, lessons for Kenya. And look at the elections. The voters are over 150 million, and it just took one night, and the election is over. Here, Kenya country, people have voted. Kenya here voted in the 2022 election. 15 million people voted. The election took one whole week to count. Just recounting 15 million votes. America counted 150 million votes within hours, within a day. Within a day. That's why I'm talking about how can you say? You say elections, lessons for Kenya. This is what people need to look at. We need people who think. We need people who can. We need to elect leaders who can take Kenya to the next level. Whereby elections are counted on time, like in America, where once the election is done, there's no violence, political violence, where people choose parties according to ideologies. That's what I'm saying. You say elections, lessons for Kenya. And we'll end up with good leaders who can develop Kenya, because it's about ideology. Trump said in his acceptance speech, promises made, promises kept. No, this bottom up, bottom due, bottom knee, and you are seeing people are suffering. No idea at all. When you have enough land to do agriculture, you have enough solar, you have solar energy, so that you don't have this power blackouts. What else? We have water that we can harvest rainwater and do irrigation here all around in all counties. Just imagine. So that's what I'm saying. USA elections, lessons for Kenya. So this is the Professor Maima Show. Hope you are doing well. Please support our channel. And I want to pray for you who's watching me, that first of all, you have a long life, become rich and prosperous, not only you, your children, grandchildren, and all your generations. And also your dreams become reality. You want a job reality, a big house reality, that first car reality, a big plot reality, passport travel outside the country reality, that man or woman you meet to start a family, get children reality, starting a business and it growing reality, building that big flat you want reality, starting a commercial enterprise reality. I also pray for myself that I get big money for a technological university that creates a product that can be used here in Africa and worldwide, trains future entrepreneurs, provides job for the young Gen Zs, earns Professor Maima big money, and also earns the Kenyan government money through taxes. Those are my prayers, amen. If you have liked what I've said on our channel, you can support us on the mobile mpesa down there, +254 769 729 327. I repeat again, mobile mpesa +254 769 729 327. And as I always say, gwere kuonana gwere.